All right, so we're gonna go with the. Oh well, first let's go back to Japan. Sorry, real quick. Japan 9. He bought a bomber and a transport bomber, and then 10 infantry. Only putting 7 up there, um, which means he probably wants to get 6 of those, and then one of those he's threatening Alaska with. So we gotta keep that real, um, recognizing that potential threat there. We're gonna mildly deal with it. We're not gonna aggressively deal with that. Um, Meanwhile, what we're looking at is it getting really kind of complicated in here. So I looked at the possibility if I went and stacked all my Russians into Caucasus this turn, that would make it where Germany would potentially have to bail, leaving 2 fighters sitting there for the UK to clean up. However, I looked at it, well, what if he brought in the 6 infantry? What if he brought in this fighter, those bombers, these fighters? These fighters can reach there. These bombers can reach there. If he dumped everything in there, it really becomes a 50-50 for Russia, which is IPC favored for Russia to attack. But if they blew all their units there, then Japan's going to be able to walk in the back door. So it's kind of a little bit risky to go in all in on that because he could just potentially sit there. So I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to continue to try to stack these 2 guys. But if things don't go well with picking off these guys, we got to watch out because now he's got 4 fighters and 3 bombers that can strike Moscow. So if even one of these guys lives, that can be trouble. So we're going to look at options of trying to take care of that, if you will. So we're going to let this guy live this time, unfortunately, and we're going to focus the Americans over this direction. And we're gonna go. We don't need both these fighters. We only need 1 fighter, so we're gonna pull them in. We're gonna pull the tank in to try to help get defenses shored up a little bit here because we're starting to get a little tight on our asks on that side. So yeah, we're also with all these Japan Air built and Japan Air down here and Japan Air everywhere. In essence, he'll be able to take out my fleet in here between these 3 fighters, 2 bombers, 2 fighters there. Unless I take out these guys, then these 2 fighters can't make it. And if I take out those 2 guys and actually take the territories, then I can send 1 destroyer and it'll be iffy. And it'll be for those 2 transports. And I'm only going to have 1 transport here, and I can still leave a carrier there, and he'll have 3 bombers to hit a destroyer, or yeah, destroyer and loaded carrier. So it's going to get tight. It's going to definitely get tight, but we're going to work here, and then if we survive, we're going to pull them on out of the Mediterranean. It's getting too much, and then we're going to focus on getting some units down in South Africa because this is going to give here pretty soon. Maybe I can buy 1 turn, maybe I can buy 2 turns, and maybe I can get some US trickling in here to set a new front line. So purchases, we're going all ground this time. Putting a couple up here. We need 6 for these guys going here, coming back, so that they can march up to here. We've got these 4 coming back, so we need 4 for them. So that's 2, 6, 4, which is 12. You'll see I got 13 built. I'm going to put a tank here. I'm actually going to pull 1 of these infantry back. He's going to miss the boat, so that way we have infantry tank to go back after Alaska if he goes for that. So we're going to use the 1 and 2 air there. Hopefully that's a fairly good take. I want to leave the tank for down on the ground. I thought about taking an artillery. You know what? Maybe I will just because these are a little bit a little bit iffy. How much difference does the artillery make versus 2? So I clearly want the artillery here for retaking India in 2 turns, or the So if they move here 9, and then Japan takes it in 10, and then US takes it back in 10, which will be thin. But I am curious. So what does it look like if we did an infantry, artillery, 2 fighters and a cruiser versus 2 infantry? That gives me an 82.8% versus 2 infantry is a 79.8%. So it's a 3% chance if I take an artillery with me instead. So I am sure I will end up regretting this. But we're going to go 1, 2. Go 1, 2, and hit there. There's a battleship there. 2 fighters. 2 fighters, 2 fighters, 2 fighters. Somewhere's in the click zone for the 2 fighters. Here we go. Can't get them. Alright, we gotta go this route. 2 fighters. So we got 2 infantry, 2 fighters, and a cruiser. 2 infantry and a bomber over there. You know what? I think I switched my battle. I really care about taking in Italy, right? I think I'm gonna switch my battleship and cruiser. Even though it'll lower my chances on that guy a little bit. Let's just not put the cruiser in an important battle. Let's put the cruiser in the not quite as important battle. Put the battleship in the more important battle. It'd be nice if my bomber could reach there this turn. So that'll give us a decent attack there. I mean, technically the 2 with the cruiser is an 84% chance of taking that. So hopefully between the cruiser and the infantry, they do it. They manage it. All right, so we're taking there. These guys transporting, he can't do anything. These guys, although they could hit there, they can't. These guys can't get all the way over to C7 13, and I need 2 fighters in 13, so that can't be used. We're going to bring the tank down there. Alright, I think that's all our attacks. Oh, the battleship missed. Good thing the air came to the defense for the... Oh my goodness. Alright, I gotta pause the video because we gotta look at the fleet shifting around here. Alright. I think I know what I want. Actually, I'm just going to talk through. I'm just going to go back to the map. I think what we're going to do is we're not going to worry about bringing this transport here. We're going to just bring him on down here, sacrifice a fighter, crash a fighter in there, bring my carrier destroyer, so it just gets 2. Yep, I think that's what we got to do. And just not worry about protecting the C-Zone 13 here. So, yep. That's our plan. Oh, gosh, I hate that. I really wish I would want to know that I guarantee win that, though, before sacrificing a fighter. Gosh, I hate that. Cruiser's going to be the hero for the battleship. He's going to roll a 1 even. Cruiser's going to be on top of it. Oh, crap. I wasted a fighter, didn't I? I wasted a fighter. How long can the battle go? There we go. I wasted a fighter. Gosh darn it. Now I gotta figure out what to do about this fleet. Oh, yay. I am so depressed about that Mediterranean battle. I must have confused the battleship and cruiser by switching them last minute. Alright, we're gonna do what I'm thinking first. Oop, -1. Alright, so now these fighters can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Which, you know, now that I think about it, if I had thought about this, Germany was going to take this back anyway, so they could have done it anyways. That was just dumb of me to sacrifice my fighter. Should just let it in. At least he can't build 3 units. We'll just look at the happy side and prevent some building units in there. So I want one of these destroyers going that way. And I'm going to come over to my calculator and check. So it's relatively IPC neutral with 1 destroyer in there. So we're gonna do that. We do want to make sure fighter before carrier. And let's see, did we get everything moved? I think we did. Okay. right. One. We don't want to build on those 6. We want to only build there, so we need to build the rest is going to be. So I can build up to 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need hits on the infantry at least. I mean, I want to take the territory too and get the money, but thank you. There's one down. And the 2-pointer, that's nice. Just get it right away, thank you. Alright, good deal. Alright, even better deal. You know, I guess if I got to look for those that like the war report, before we place, we're right on even. They're at 88. We're what, 72 plus the 24, so 96. So in our favor at the moment. Just a quick look back on my calculator notes. I'll make sure Kaza 1, 6, 9, 11, 1, we'll have 6, 9, to 5 tanks. Yeah, we're good there. Alright. All those numbers. Does it any benefit to me putting them up here? I don't think so. I just want to keep them back here so they can go wherever. There we go. So Germany 10, he bought 9 infantry, 1 artillery. Again, it was nice holding a 10-unit build in there. So he's got that. I didn't check to see if he saved any money. Did he save money? He may have saved a little bit of money in there. Yeah, he did save four units for next time, which will allow him to get 13 because again he's got a 6 excuse me, a 6-unit here, and because I had to bring them down here instead of bringing them to here, that means I've only got 3 ground that I could take in there with 3 air battleship cruiser, and I don't know that that's going to be worth it. I'm going to think about what I'll do with the US. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the US yet. But the fact that he put the 6 there kind of tells me he's not going to bother trying to take it with all the 50, the toss up with the Japan Air, that he's not going to try killing them with them. So that's good. Meanwhile, we only need to build 4 units because we've got 8 and only can transport 6. So we got 2 bonus. So I built 4 and then I had enough left over. I could build 1 more with a bomber. And so although I'm getting rid of my artillery, I'm going to like having, I think I'm going to like the bomber for help with these trades a little bit more. So we're going to go that route. We're starting to get thin on our defense here. But we do have this set of units coming in this way. We got potentially this set of units coming this way, although most likely it's going to be filtering the 5 down and the fighter and the tank so we can bring 7 more down. Will that be enough to hold? I don't know. Well, we're also going to have these two fighters coming in because we're going to take them that way and send the fighters that way. So I think we're going to continue to hold this for a little while. You know, I know I was debating on the whole pull out of West Russia, stack Caucasus at some point, but if I go there, then he's going to go up here and we're just going to be trading 4 points anyways, and we're trading 4 points here. This allows me to be kind of a double stack, and I don't need the production spots, so other than it is getting annoying that he keeps bombing me. And I don't think he's had a failed bomb run yet. I think every single time is hit, so that's a bit annoying, I will say that. So, alright, so that's the plan. 5 infantry and a bomber. And we're going to knock off India again. We're going to continue to trade this guy as long as we possibly can. And this is where these nice heavy air comes in handy. I am going to take one of those guys to come up here with. Now it'll leave me 2 to come here so that next time I can use UK to trade Caucasus, which would be nice. Alright. I believe that's it. Yep. Nice. Alright. That's why we sent the tank too. Excuse me. Sorry about all the coughing. Good old season. 'Tis the season, right? This bomber. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't hit there. So if I move my 1 UK infantry over, that'll make it a 2v1. So just 50-50. So prevent me from having to deal with Alaska. So I got to remember to do that on the non-combat. Really want these points. I want these IPC for the UK so they can build plenty next turn. Nice. Ugh, man, how many times can he get 2 for 2 hitting? Belarusia's like cursed. I mean, at least it's an easy take for US or Russia, but I mean, man, come on. I mean, I guess I get 2 for 2 there, but it doesn't really help me. That's not all that great of a big deal. I think that's it. So there we go. And I mean, he's going to bring in 7, hopefully down to 6, taking India back. That'll give me 6 plus a bomber for US to try to take it back again. And hopefully we can just keep eating up his Japan units down here, trading down here for a while. Yeah, although we don't have any backup after that, so we don't have any more UK and US to keep trading. So we're going to have to give up India at some point. But hopefully we've chewed up enough units to make getting any progress towards Russia difficult, and then, you know, we're starting our landings for Africa to be able to defend there. All right. just to explain this build a little bit, I know I built an extra infantry and I could have built artillery. I'm kind of hoping that next turn I might be able to build 7 infantry and a transport, and then shift the Navy down because the U.S. is going to come out here, these guys, and then be able to come and support them to build that fourth transport for UK and have eight men. So I need one extra this turn for the transport build, and then still be able to build 7 men next time, and so forth. So that was the reason behind that buy.